is it difficult to kind of, because you care so much about this relationship, and it like, you know, it, like you said, it's different to the average relationship where it's like you can watch it blossom, but you've kind of got to protect it. Are you kind of feeling a lot more with this relationship where it's like you've got to try and protect it from those outside forces, from those kind of gossip columns and things like that? Is that kind of on your mind a little bit more, do you think?
Um, I think it could be like that with. I've got to be honest, like I'm protective like that, whether not just her, like my family, my friends, and stuff like
Yeah,
that. I want all of them things. Like I wanna get married. I wanna have kids at some point as well. Like, do you think that I'm gonna let my kid be not let my kid, but do you think that I'm gonna protect my kid on social media? Do you know what I
yeah,
mean? Like I've always thought that. Like, what type of person will I be? Yes, I'll post it and I'll share that I've maybe had a kid, but I don't think I'll be plastering it all over. Like I want them to have a fair fighting chance and not be judged straight away.
yeah,
Um,
100%.
and I think that's the way I'll be. You know,
Yeah,
I think like so. It's in a nutshell. It's one of them things. Like I exactly like what was said before. I massively think that the opportunities and the benefits outweigh the negatives, but there are still negatives, and there's some things that need to be addressed. And one of the things are protecting your little circle. But for
yeah,
me, and this is all due respect to being on this interview as well, like this is not real to me. Like it's
yeah,
not like it is and it isn't. And what I mean by that is in as long as my really close circle know exactly who I am, I don't care.
yeah. I see. I mean, I
And
totally
like,
get it.
and me,
Totally
me
get
and
it.
you, me and you could spend a month together and turn out to be best friends, and then that's you in that. But you would know the
Yeah,
real me. Do you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
And
I see.
I think if you take everything with a pinch of salt like that, like I only really care about it. I'm not really bothered about anyone else who's got any opinions in there.
Is like, has there ever been any conversations with you and Laura? Like, you're 28, she's 36. Has there ever been like a, you know, talking about like the age gap or anything? I know like people will think like, and like I said, this is a very kind of gossipy thing, but people will think babies going down the line and stuff. But is that anything?
Honestly, like, nah, we're just
But
having
it's
a
not.
good
Yeah,
time, and
yeah.
it's it's one of them things. Like, if are you talking about other people? Or are you talking about us?
I mean, between you two, I like, for example, I know I'm 32, and I know, and every time I tell my mum I've got into a relationship, she goes straight away, okay, baby's in a year, this in next year, this in that year. Like she's planning my whole life, and I don't know. Have you ever had, you know, that kind of talk with
I
yourselves
think that
yet? Or is it too
we
early?
we are not necessarily the average everyday couple. Hour. I mean, we're
Yeah,
both doing a lot, and I think that I've always been beyond my years anyway. I think it's
yeah.
probably exactly everything that I've needed for a long time.
So I think obviously noticed through our research, like you got a Z on your hand, that tattoo Z or whatever.
Mm.
Have you got that covered up, or what's the kind of deal
No,
with that?
yeah, I've got it covered up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
I don't know if you've seen that
it
thing
was
on TikTok where that woman got that tattoo on her forehead, but I think it was fake though, to be fair. But I always just think
was
like,
it?
yeah, I think it was fake. I think she rubbed it off. I think it was like a PR stunt. But yeah, it's always like a difficult thing, isn't it, when you kind of get those kind of tattoos? But I don't know.
I mean, I'm covered. It was probably well, I came on the villa, didn't I? And
Yeah.
Zara had AC. Zara had
Oh,
AC
really?
on her
Okay.
finger, so I thought I would repay the favour considering I'd stayed in the villa for an extra 12 days.
Oh,
But
really?
it probably doesn't have. I've got loads of tattoos. It's the second time I've done it. I'll probably do it again.
I guess yeah. Another kind of nice question about Laura. What's your favorite thing about
Uh,
her? A
uh,
bit of a difficult one to say one thing, but if you had to choose, like,
honestly, for someone that has probably the most serious high pressure job in the world, you would not kind of realize how fun and lighthearted she is. And I
yeah,
think that is it. That like I don't yeah, it's just nonstop. It is
yeah,
nonstop, and we'll
yeah.
have a laugh
That's nice, man.
constantly. Yeah, so I think it's something like that. Wouldn't know. I'm not going to say any sort of physical attributes because I'm getting in the neck on her.
Yeah, be like a nice, you know, what what's kind of what is about her that makes her special, kind of thing. But
No, she's
uh,
great. It was
yeah,
it was different from the start. It was
yeah.
different from the start.